My apologies, guys. I had managed somehow not to unmute the microphone. Hopefully you're still with me, but basically I was just saying that it is currently just after midnight, technically on Friday the 3rd of February, but basically late Thursday evening, and I thought it was important just to come on and let you see just how important a day can be in the S&P 500. If you did see the video yesterday, I don't think anybody has actually. It premiered actually this morning. As I say, I don't think anybody's seen it as yet. It's week 43B. This one is week 43C. I'm basically adding letter suffixes simply because there's things that have happened, but these videos do not actually contain an investment per se. So what has happened? Well, quite simply, look at the last candle there, and you'll see. So in the previous video, this figure, the figure for the day, had gone into the green. In fact, sorry, the return, the result had gone into the green only by 0.9%. It wasn't even 0.1%. And I had mentioned that I felt that we had begun to see some green shoots, as I refer to them. Well, look at the difference today. The market is up 3.14% on the day, which is massive. It's very unusual to see that kind of a change over the space of a day. And in fact, as you can see, if you look across the board, all these numbers are now in green compared to this time a week ago, a month ago, 3 months ago, 6 months ago, and a year ago. So what does that mean? Well, it means that compared to this time yesterday, where our hypothetical portfolio had only grown by about £4 in value today, after that massive 3+% increase, the return in theory would be just over £170 in total. So let's just have a look to see how that looks on the other charts that relate to the S&P 500. So I'm going to have a look at the 2 times leverage. In a similar vein, you can see a big spike today, showing here as about 5.6%. The 3 times, obviously, we would expect will be more, and indeed it is. So on it you can see 8.2%. Now, not all the figures on the 3 times leverage are showing in green. 6 months and a year are still in red, comparatively speaking, and that's because, as you can see, there was this massive peak and then a massive pull back again. Let's just have a look actually at the 2 times to see what is in red and what's in green. Okay, so it's basically the same picture. The 6 months and the 1 year are still in red, comparatively speaking. Fair enough. So what does that mean? Well, basically what it means is if you had been sitting on a pile of cash thinking that you were going to wait to see some kind of a signal that it would have been a good time to put money in, it's possible that you might have missed out if you hadn't invested. you certainly would have missed out on that 3.14% growth today. Sorry, I'm just being distracted slightly by the notion that to me sounds a little like pie, but it's been so long since I've had anything to do with that I cannot genuinely recall. However, yeah, so basically, as I said in the description for the video, you cannot time the market. Nobody knows for sure what the market is going to do from one day to the next, and quite frankly, you would be a fool to try to time it. As shown here, it's just simply not possible. Obviously, the more money you have invested, the more this jump today would have been worth to you. Let me give you an example. Say you had £1 million invested. 3% of £1 million is going to be 30,000. So, you know, if you had £1 million invested, it went up by 3.14%. You're going to be looking at £1 million and 31,000 after that jump. If on the other hand, like us here in your hypothetical portfolio, you've got 5,450 invested, well, you still see a jump. It's still 3%, but it's worth 170 odd, as opposed to the bigger sum that I was talking about just a minute ago. Still not it's not an insignificant amount, but obviously it's a different order of things to the million. Guys, I suppose in some senses that's why in the earlier stages of your FIRE journey, as you are investing and your portfolio value is that bit smaller, you may not really begin to see much progress in terms of the increase in value in nominal terms, even where the percentages are actually increasing quite nicely. You may not really begin to see that until you start to get into slightly bigger figures in the portfolio. Now that said, once you do kind of get to around the sort of 30, 40, 50,000 mark, then if you know when you have this kind of a jump, it really does make a noticeable difference to the portfolio value. But as I have said before, and I'll probably say many times again, what is important is to continue to invest, to be consistent, and not to worry really whether the return is positive or negative. You just need to get that money in there. It needs to be invested in order to be able to work for you, and in order to work towards your financial freedom. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope if you did find this interesting and informative, hopefully you will choose to give the video a like, or a thumbs up, I think some people refer to it. Why not subscribe, and if you're really keen, you could hit the bell icon and you'll be notified next time there is more content available. Guys, thank you for watching this. I suppose it's an extra broadcast, really, isn't it? Thank you for watching, and have a great end to your evening. See you next time.